What's up? This is Trey Songz telling you to check out my interview at Amarudontv. You know what it is, because it is what it is.
I'm very much a student of the game, you know. I study my fan base. I could tell you my demographic. I could tell you what percentage my clothing line is selling. I could tell you how many merch units I sold last week. I could tell you, and I say all that to say, I could tell you how many Twitter followers I get per day. And what I say that to say is that I'm very much looking at the climate, meaning that music and the way people listen to it in the industry within itself and technology changes daily. You know what I mean? And I don't want to constrict myself to the systematic boundaries of what it takes to put an album out or push an artist forward. Because I'm not trying to put an album out. I'm trying to create a brand that has longevity to last years. It's not about this album. It's about the album after that and after that and after that and after that. It's not about this single. It's about this album. It's about, you know what I mean? With a system of music being sold disposable, I want to understand what's changed. I want to understand how fast Heart Attack goes to top 5 urban versus Can't Be Friends. I want to understand how fast my record will grow here this year, as I want to be a bigger international artist. I want to understand how to reach my fan base in Australia within the same time period. And if I do that while putting the album date out before knowing how the climate is changing and knowing what happens before testing things out, I probably won't be happy with the results. So I'm just taking my time.
Seeing that you're so involved with the business part,
right,
does that ever affect the type of music that you feel you have to put out? Because you've got all this information, it has to in a way influence some of the music you put out.
I mean, if you listen to my music, I feel like I'm one of the most authentically consistent artists there are in R&B. So I don't think it really changes the way I make music. I think it changes the way I market myself. It changes the tools I use in brand growth. I think it makes me aware of the format for making a hit these days. That kind of thing doesn't mean I have to do that. It means I know that that's what's going on. And I'll always be authentic to what works for Trey, not what works for everybody else.